According to UN Children's Agency UNICEF, there must be zero tolerance to all forms of child abuse as part of the global effort to ensure that every child's right to protection and dignity is respected. Child abuse ranges from sexual forms like defilement, neglect, starvation and corporal punishment to child prostitution, child sacrifice, female genital mutilation and other such deplorable practices. However, defilement tops the list of sex-related crimes frequently reported. It's closely followed by child neglect. Although the 2009 police crime report shows a 39.8% decrease in defilement cases, this glossy figure is overshadowed by the sad situation on the ground. The 7,360 cases reported in 2009 is a figure too high to celebrate, considering the physical and emotional trauma such children go through.
Healthy babies are born only a few months, a few years down the line to be raped, to be defiled, and then all the investment that we are putting into programming in other areas kind of just lose meaning.
On average, an estimated 10,000 children are defiled every year, according to a child rights and advocacy NGO, the African Network for the Prevention and Protection Against Child Abuse and Neglect, AMCAN.
And I've been telling colleagues that human beings are behaving worse than animals. Perhaps we have also to go further to look at our society and the way people are accessing the information they are accessing. Perhaps people have become more violent because of a number of factors that we need to investigate.
And to make matters worse, most of the offenders are close to the victims. These include parents and relatives who ideally should protect children from harm in the home environment. Even the judiciary has come under fire for the slow pace at which the suspected offenders are prosecuted. Also high up the list of forms of child abuse is neglect. Stepmothers are the major culprits here. The media is awash with cases of such women starving children to skinniness or near death, while others are burnt or scaled for alleged petty theft.
And you really wonder whether it's right for a mother who has cooked food whose first priority should be actually that I have cooked food for the child to eat, and then the child, out of urgency because knows I'm hungry, picks the food and the child is beaten. The child should automatically be removed from that household. But in many cases, the child has to stay because there are no alternatives. Where do you put the child?
Child protection specialists say mistreated children may be forced onto the streets to oil the wheels of child prostitution, previously a silent issue, hence enabling the vice to continue. There is also the argument that in most cases, prostitution is a sign of desperation by girls who seek to escape from the various forms of torture they experience in homes. Related to this is the increased number of children abandoned on the streets by teenage girls who are unable to cater for the youngsters.
And now you will find that even people have thought that using children in begging is actually an economic activity where they can just subject very young children to sit on the streets and beg, while there's someone coming to pick the money. None of the proceeds goes to helping the child, and the children are just being used, literally used.
A more silent form of abuse, which fortunately is slowly dying out, especially in schools, is corporal punishment. In the recent past, there have been cases of children rendered lame and incapacitated due to corporal punishment, especially by their teachers. However, there is hope on the horizon as activists push hard to make battering children a crime.
People are hiding behind disciplining children and actually abusing our children. So, one of the amendments is to do with that criminalization of people who met corporal punishments on our children.
Another critical area is female genital mutilation. There is now a law against this cultural practice, but hundreds of Sabini girls are still circumcised. Now activists are asking for collective responsibility from the state and the community to fight the vice. Isabel Nakiria, NTV.